Final segment of ATL Day Ones with Jarvis and Tenitra. We want to say thank you for rocking with us throughout the entire show. And if you missed any part of it, make sure you go back and check us out wherever you
Yeah.
download your podcast from an audio standpoint, and check us out on YouTube. All you gotta do is drop in that search box, Locked On Sports Atlanta, and our faces will my ugly mug will pop up, and Tenitra Batiste, beautiful mug will pop up because you guys have been really commenting on her, and I've just been letting her know that so she hears and understands where
Thank
are
you.
you coming from and how you
Yeah.
feel. So yes, we're here for you.
Yeah.
We're other people, but T, this is for the culture. And it is the intersection between sports, entertainment, and the culture, and sometimes whatever the hell we want to talk about, because that's just how we get down. But
Today.
today, 2003,
Yes.
the best version of the Madden video game was released. T, and when I tell you, this is the one that had Michael Vick on the cover. We just talked about him yesterday. He made an appearance out at Flowery Branch. He's saying
Yes.
some really good stuff about Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ritter and what those guys have to do to be successful in 2022. But I
Hmm.
think that when you go back to 2003, T, there were many a nights that my friends and I, while we were sitting up there in college, playing this doggone video game because Michael Vick was an absolute cheat code. Like literally, like you couldn't play if we were playing for money. Like you couldn't play with the Falcons because it was literally Michael Vick was literally a cheat code, and I think that's kind of how he was on the field as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it's funny because the Falcons released this cool like tweet today, saying basically happy Michael Vick Madden Day, right? And so
Right.
there's a 40-second clip that we'll send out to you guys and let you check it out. But he talks about the fact that as amazing as it was to be the number one overall pick, he's still amazed as well at how people just go crazy over this particular, or how they went crazy and still go crazy over him being on that Madden cover, and how even to this day, yes, he does play as a Falcon when he plays Madden, but that was such a game changer and such a cool moment. So yeah, I think that, and also the fact that the Falcons tweeted that out, I think was so cool because it just shows how the Falcons as an organization, and this Falcons kind of dirty bird country, have really started to embrace him again. And I just love to see him getting his flowers and getting his shine for, like you said, the cheat code that he was, and really how he still continues to evolve as a person. So yeah, happy Michael Vick Madden Day.
You know what? And I've been more impressed with Michael Vick, the man, than the
Yeah.
actual player, and that's saying a lot because he was a dynamic player, regardless of
Yes.
how you feel about preparation and being able
Hmm.
to throw the ball and all that good stuff, whatever. Like the dude was a dynamic player, and I think that he was one of the guys that I think it's interesting that we're talking about the Atlanta sports scene, right? Because I think
Hmm.
that when you go back to the times when Michael Vick was playing on Sundays in a Falcons
Hmm.
uniform, the vibe, the scene, and just the energy that was in the Georgia Dome when he was playing on Sundays at 1 o'clock, it was just different. And I
Hmm.
think that when you look around, look at the professional sports landscape in this city, T,
Hmm.
I'm starting to get those same type of vibes, right?
Yeah.
And it's starting
Yeah.
with the Atlanta Hawks. Like
No
I
doubt.
think that which players, do you think are the most exciting or can at least get this city back to those type of vibes, like where everybody is at the games and they're just rooting for the
Hmm.
Falcons and it's not like you're posting teams in there trying to take over.
Exactly. Yeah. When you talk about the Hawks, and I have never seen this city so excited. I really have to think about it, Jarvis, and you tell me if I'm wrong because you are born and raised here. But for the time that I've been here, I've never seen the city as excited as they were when it was announced, the day it was announced that we acquired Dejounte Murray. Like, I'm talking about, it was
Yeah.
like the whole city, media, fans, everybody was buzzing about this because you just felt like it was a game changer. And you're looking at him, and he's a 24-year-old, he's like right coming approaching his prime. And you're looking at Trae Young, and he's approaching his prime. And you're looking at them both, and they got a little swag. And we found out about DeJounte's swag real recently when somebody tried him.
Don't
And
don't come
Pablo
for me.
Banchero,
It's what I
watch it.
got from it.
Yeah, exactly. So you tried it and he showed you. But I like it, Jarvis. It's the swag and the excitement. And to say that it's in that those young players, and with an honorable mention, by the way, to the likes of a JC and the likes of a
Right.
Double O.
Hmm.
But it's Trae, it's Deshante. They're about to be the faces of this franchise, I believe. And to say they're young, it's like, all right, now we got building blocks and we got that swag, and they feel like this city. Absolutely love it.
and I think that no pun intended, that they embrace the culture too,
Yes.
specifically with Trae Young. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because he understands what it is to be in Atlanta as a young
Hmm.
brother. Like I think that it's safe to say, man, you know what? I'm going to say, and it's true, that
Hmm.
the sports fan makeup in the city of Atlanta is something like no other around this country.
Yeah.
Because when you
Yeah.
think about who's in those stadiums, who's supporting those
Yes.
teams, who's buying those season tickets, it looks different. It
Yeah.
just looks different, and
Hmm.
and I just leave it at that. You guys know what I
Yes.
mean when I say that. So I think that Trae Young and Dejounte Murray are guys that really really understand what it
Hmm.
is to be a part of something, because
Yes.
Murray has talked about coming down to Atlanta and putting on and representing, like we know what that means. Like I think
Hmm.
it's something that you can really really get a good grasp on, and then
Yes.
and kind of change over to the Falcons, right?
Hmm.
I think the
Hmm.
Saints go to it, but I'm not gonna say Grady Jarrett, because I don't think that. I think he's kind of like Grady Grady is be considered an OG, but
Yeah,
when you're
that's what I was
talking
going to say.
about
He's our elder
young,
statesman now.
yeah, he's an elder statesman now, like, which is kind of weird to say because he's still a
Right.
young guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think when you talk about a couple of guys that can really be those guys, I think you
Hmm.
have to go with AJ Terrell and Kyle Pitts, right?
Oh
Because
yeah.
Kyle, like I've seen just from year one to year two, I've seen Kyle
Hmm.
just kind of like flourish and start to come out like, oh,
Right.
first year a little quiet, laid back. This year, I'm
Uh-huh.
comfortable. I'm starting to get into a
Yeah.
leadership role. I'm
Hmm.
starting to open my mouth more. I'm starting to really help guys. And if somebody like a quarterback like Felipe Franks is moving the tight end, like, here you go, bro.
Hmm.
Here's what you need to do. Here's
Right.
some certain things. Here's how you should have done that particular play. You know what I mean? It's
Hmm.
not criticism, but it's like, hey, iron sharpening iron. Like,
Hmm.
and those are his words and my words as well. When we were
Yeah.
talking about Felipe Franks. So, and then you got AJ Terrell, who's
Oh
like,
yeah.
he's starting to come get that swag and starting to get that confidence. And
Hmm.
when you think about those guys, having one of those guys on each side of the football, it's just like, man, these stars are starting to line to you when you're
Right.
talking about just what's going on with the teams in this city. And I think the Falcons have two guys that are ready
Hmm.
to roll.
Oh, no question about it. And I love that you're going with Kyle Pitts because to me, he's like the sneaky, quiet assassin. And,
Mm-hmm.
it's funny because he was super quiet pretty much that first season, but like I always say, he talked to me. So I kind of
Yeah.
am not
Yeah.
surprised to see this version of Kyle because I'm like, yeah, I always kind of knew that was there. I mean, dude is from Philly. Come on now. So he was
Yeah.
going to bring
Those
some
dudes
kind of
different.
edge.
Philly
Yeah, I
folks are
don't care if
different.
he grew up in the burbs or not. Philly is Philly.
Yeah,
So you're
exactly.
going to have some edge to you, right? And so I love that we're starting to see that this year. And I think too with AJ Terrell, I think there was, a humbleness, which we appreciate, by the way, but I think he's understanding that you can still show humility and confidence at the same
Same
time.
time. Yes.
And it needs to be more vocal because you are considered to be the best player on the defense. And if you're considered to be the best player, arguably on that defense, obviously Grady Jarrett being one of those as well. But if you're considered to be that, then yeah, we need to hear it. We need to see it, but we also need to hear it from you because I mean, hey, you're from the city. So go on and put on.
No doubt about it. So, and I think that when you think about what it is, even talking about the dream and
Yeah.
and like what they got going on,
Right.
rookie of the year guaranteed, pretty much.
Yeah.
Even Atlanta United, having
Hmm.
having the young players get coming along and being like that. I just think that the city is in good hands when you're talking about what this professional sports scene is going to look like for the next
Yes.
4 to 5 years.
I agree with you. Yeah, and you cannot speak enough about Ryan Howard. I mean, it's crazy what she's been able to do. I mean, 3 consecutive Rookie of the Month awards or honors. That's a beautiful thing. This is a team that based on really on her that she put on her back along with some of the veterans like Kennedy Carter, but excuse me, Parker.
Right. Yeah.
Make sure I get that right. It's Parker,
Yes.
Miss Parker. But
Miss Parker. Miss
yeah,
Parker.
we've got our amazing veterans like Miss Parker. But Ryan Howard has just shown you what the city is about. All the swag that you ever want to see, she has got it. And so she's
Mm-hmm.
got that team, a team that didn't even crack double-digit wins last year. Is likely going to the playoffs. That alone tells you that she brings it all day, every day. And like you said, you got young guys like Rocco Rios Novo, who the United fans, the 17s are super excited about, and George Campbell, who kind of came up the ranks as a homegrown player. That's excitement as well. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, United may be having a little bit of an off year, but trust and believe those young guys, they're going to bring them back. They're going to get them back on par.
No doubt about it. And we're going to hope that you come back on Monday as we will
Yeah.
be talking about Falcons, Lions. We're going to be deep diving, all digging all into the doggone show. We're going to be talking about the fourth quarter when Justin Schaefer out here pancaking folks. Hopefully. Perfectly.
Hopefully.
Yes. And Arnold Ebiketie getting the sack because Lord knows if he goes out there and doesn't play well, T,
It's going to be a long show Monday.
this is gonna be a long show Monday. As you see that look on her face, that's exactly the face you will probably be giving me as well because you know how I am. Like we're
Yes.
gonna
Yeah.
talk about it
Right.
right
We
there.
are watching. So definitely check us out Monday. And listen, you can always play us back and run it back from this entire week and run back hitting hard with John Chuckery as well. And listen, as you are root for everybody because the city is putting on this weekend. Root for United to get that result with Cincinnati FC, right? Root for the
Mm-hmm.
Hawks to be doing whatever they're doing as they get ready to gear up for training camp. We got the dream. They're going to get these 2 dubs. And Jarvis, it goes without saying that the Braves, with that young core, we're talking Strider, Grissom, MH2, it's about to be on. Have a great weekend, guys, and we will see you on Monday.
Y'all come back now, you hear?